I promised you I'd make a nice, beautiful, awesome video about books. I ran out of time. I really hate working overtime because there goes my whole life. I'm going to film this before I run off to work, and then I'm going to edit it when I get home. So it'll be up sometime Saturday. But it is Friday. I'm not lying, it really is Friday. So this week, and by this week I mean I finished it last week, I read I've Got Your Number by Sophie Kinsella. Lovely book right here. I kind of really like the cover. You see London's city skyline there, and you have Poppy and you have Sam. Yeah, this book my friend Jessie gave me to read, and I thought this book was just great. It started off with Poppy being all excited, like she got engaged, this beautiful antique emerald ring, and they're at a tea party, and the girls are passing around just looking at it, trying it on, and then lo and behold, the ring goes missing when the fire alarm goes off. And then Poppy goes outside to get cell phone reception, and her cell phone gets stolen. And then, yeah, she walks back inside the hotel and finds the cell phone in the trash can. It's just sitting right on top. So she's like, you know what? It's a rubbish bin. It's free game because somebody threw it out. And that is where the story begins. And I really like it. I like the way how Poppy starts off as this really insecure, not the greatest. She's just kind of, yeah, not a very strong woman. But by the end of the book, girl's got balls. She just completely transforms into this wonderful person. And then Sam, he's the one that's on the other end of that phone she found in the garbage can. He's an interesting character. He kind of starts off as this hard, like straight, one-word answers, nothing really concrete, just kind of like, oh, actually, maybe a little too concrete. He's just so short, curt, down to business. Works for White Globe consulting firm, just huge business firm, and always busy. So the way Sam transforms at the end, very nice. And Poppy's fiance, I'm gonna say Mangus. I don't know how to say his name. Either way, it's an English name. He starts off as like this McDreamy, like gorgeous, the way he's described, real ladies man. And kind of turns out to be a little bit of a brat. But just the way the characters develop, really good. There's a few other characters in there, and just the way the story goes, Sophie did such a good job of building these characters. And I really like the way certain turns of events happen. Like, you wouldn't expect Poppy to get into half the stuff she does. And when she's in certain situations, you're like, oh no, what is she going to do now? And yeah. Overall, it's a really good book. I really like the storyline. It's one of those books where I picked it up, I read a little bit, I had to put it down because I had to work, but every spare moment I had, I wanted to read it. And I just wanted to read it until it was done. And you want the story to go on. And at the end, you're just like, well, that's kind of cool. And you really want the story to go on. So Sophie kind of leaves it a little bit open at the end, where the story could go on. So yeah, really good book. I have to go because I'm going to be late for work. But have a fabulous weekend. I'll see you next week.